Hey, Sam Styles and Tim B here from AvePoint. Welcome to Coffee and Confidence.
Thanks, Sam. This is our short series where we chat with different personas and use cases with coffee to break the ice and finding confidence in our data security, governance, and resilience.
Enjoy the episode.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Tim. How are you?
I'm doing much better with my coffee. Thank you.
I love it. Me too. Some may say feeling a little rad, if you will. What kind of coffee are we drinking this morning, Tim?
I'm drinking, it's a blend called Sermon from Verve.
Okay.
Maybe it sounds like we're doing a bit of a sermon this morning.
Oh, hallelujah.
I'm in. Some people may say the data security gospel, if you will,
Preach.
That's right. We're gonna try to take the people to church here in a second, but I would say mine's a little less fancy. This is something I'm all about efficiency right now, right? Like in this season of little kids and trying to get caffeinated before we talk a little bit about confidence.
I said, coffee, coffee, coffee. Right.
In the spirit of the public sector, I am drinking Black Rifle Coffee Company's Spirit of 76, which has a picture of George Washington on the front. So shout out to our founding fathers. If you're watching this, please subscribe to the AvePoint YouTube channel. And, speaking of the public sector, Tim, there have been a couple moments, I would say this week, as a government IT director, some may call me, where I work in an unnamed, public sector agency, feeling a little lack of confidence here. Can you help me?
So in your new role as a IT director in a public agency, you're lacking some confidence. Where are you lacking your confidence?
Well, like you said, just started this role. Name's David Reynolds, government IT director. I've got some large concerns. I've got some small ones. Number one, honestly, is going to be our compliance concerns with our AI rollout. Everybody wants AI. They want to automate everything. We are trying to be efficient and be good stewards of the public's data, right? They're trusting us with their data. So we're trying to take the right approach here. Problem is we have obviously many compliance mandates. So that would be one. The other is just data sprawl. I mean, we have, one of the reasons I was brought in is we've got multi-cloud instances, Salesforce, Google, a little bit of AWS and Microsoft 365. There's data everywhere, probably some rot data, some redundant, obsolete or trivial data in there as well. And then last thing would be data visibility. I'm having a hard time just wrapping my head, and even my bosses are having a hard time wrapping their heads around where our data is.
This is the lamp.
Where's the lamb
That's the lamp
sauce?
We really don't have visibility. So compliance concerns, struggling with data sprawl, and then just visibility all up.
I mean, that sounds like a lot to keep you up at night. It sounds like you don't need the coffee.
No, still struggle with confidence here in this new role.
Well, it sounds like, David, I think we can help you out. I think we can give you a bit more confidence. What if I told you that we had a centralized platform called the Confidence Platform, and that's exactly what it's for, to give you confidence, that plugs into all your different cloud repositories, whether it's Microsoft, Google, or Salesforce, to be able to give you that visibility and control that you're looking for.
I don't believe you.
And let me show you.
All right, what you got?
So let me introduce to you, David, our Confidence Platform. And this is perfect for public sector IT directors like yourself who are looking for a little more confidence in their IT rollout, whether it's managing their data sprawl, like you mentioned, because they've got data in a whole bunch of places. And of course, we help a lot of organizations and agencies migrate that data into central locations. But hey, if it's living in multiple repositories right now, that's also fine too, right? We can help you where you are, meet you where you are. Whether you've got compliance challenges that are holding up your AI rollout, and you want to make sure that you're meeting certain regulations or guidelines, that your files are labeled and being managed correctly, and that you're aware of all the where overshared files or sensitive files may be residing, that's something that we can help you out with too. And just getting you that central visibility and giving you that confidence. What we're looking at here, so this is our command center, right? Very appropriate for the public sector. This is our AI Confidence Command Center. And this is a central dashboard that tells you everything you need to know to be confident about your Gen AI rollout, whether it's Copilot, whether it's Azure AI, whatever it is that you're doing, Gemini. If you're accessing that data is critical to being confident in the results that are coming back. That, like you said, we haven't got old, redundant, obsolete files up in results that are going to, give the wrong answer or give the wrong information. So a lot of agencies that we work with, they're afraid to delete their old files or afraid to archive them because it's just too big of a challenge. They don't know what's old, don't know what to delete, don't know what to do with it if they find it. That's something we can address. Right?
Yeah, I mean, asking for a friend here, definitely not us because I'm new, but we have around 200 petabytes of raw data. Would you say we're spending a little more money on it than we should?
Yes, I would absolutely say you are, especially in this day and age when we've got a lot of focus on efficiency in the government, and we want to be able to do more with less and be able to show that we're doing more with less, right? It's critical. So having that snapshot into understanding how much redundant data has been redundant, obsolete, and trivial. So, duplicate files, old files, and not important files, being able to get that visibility into those and then being able to take action on them with intelligent rules, whether we're archiving, deleting, moving to cheaper storage, declaring as a record, whatever it is you want to do in the life cycle of that content, being able to do that from a central platform, central dashboard is huge in terms of giving you that confidence.
Oh, I like that.
I think my first question is, what is my team going to do, right? I can bring the command center, as you call it, to my leadership team, and they'll say, great, we have visibility. Now, what are you going to go do about it? Now, I've got to meet with my team, and we've got to dig in and take action. I mean, I see all kinds of stats here, sensitive data, there's AI exposed sensitivity. Give me something to do here, because I'm still sitting on my hands as the IT director.
Well, this is a big one. I'm glad you raised that, because finding that data is half the battle, right? So if we look at here on this dashboard, again, giving you an overview of things of how your AI is going, whether it's redundant data, whether it's the state of your license adoption, or in this case, how exposed are you? What's your data security posture, and how can we manage that in terms of what's overexposed, what's a sensitive item? So you can see here that we've got 22,000 sensitive items with high exposure. Copilot or related tools will only give you results that you have access to. So it's safe from that regard. But the trouble is, it's called SharePoint for a reason. It's easy to share files. And a lot of agencies and a lot of organizations that we work with, they make it so easy to share files that you can have a really sensitive file. Like over here, we've got 12 really sensitive items that have been shared with everyone in the organization. That's not Copilot's fault, right? But that's the kind of issue that's keeping you up at night. So the question is, with thousands of files here, what do we do with them when we find them? And this is where you can actually drill down and take action straight away. So what we're seeing here is we've gone straight into the sensitive item report that's overshared. I can immediately see what my items are that have been overshared, and I can start managing them. I can review them. I can look at additional detailed information, and you can delegate this out to your teams too, David. So, if you've got multiple agencies that you're managing or multiple areas, you don't have to take this burden on yourself. You can actually share this out with your associated business partners and allow them to jump in and take care of this too.
Super helpful. That's one of the things that overwhelms me is, I have to be the one responsible for mitigating all of this. And like I mentioned earlier, the data sprawl, because we have multi-cloud situation is it's a challenge. And being able to see it at a high level, but then take action on it, I think is big time. We have a lot of Copilot licenses, but I can't really tell who's leveraging them.
Yeah, so look, out of the box, straight out the gate here, you can see I haven't got any Copilot licenses in my environment today, but you can see how many are assigned, how many people have adopted and using them.
I missed that earlier. Yeah, I was focused on sensitivity, didn't even see that part.
Yeah, and what you can do, you can also drill down further into those stats to get detailed reports about which departments are using it, which areas, which tools, which particular Copilot apps or Office tools are most highly adopted, to help you understand where your good stories and your champions are, so you can replicate that across your org. But what I'm showing you here is we also have some benchmarking, and this is really critical, because when most people do, and this is something that's unique to the Confidence platform as well, it's something that just we're doing at the moment, but when most organizations or agencies are trying to understand their adoption, they're only benchmarking against themselves, right? That doesn't tell you how you're stacking up against your peers, or how other people are adopting. Are you ahead of the curve? Are you behind? And this is really powerful ammunition when you're in meetings with your leadership and they're asking you about justification on training or other areas, or why certain areas aren't progressing more than others. Being able to understand where you fit against your peers as well. That's some pretty powerful information that you can use in those meetings.
Yeah, it's super helpful. And, just thinking about my friend that I was referencing earlier, again, asking for a friend. Let's say this friend were to send out security memos and they just started their job and no one reads them, but everybody uses the create a summary from Copilot. Can I see that? Can I tell my friend if you're able to see if anyone's actually reading the security memos?
Yeah, you absolutely can. So you can pull up all sorts of reports, whether you're posting those memos in Viva Engage, or you're sending them out via email, or you're posting SharePoint. You can get those kind of statistics to see where people are viewing them, how they're viewing them, and if they're actually being read and useful, and help you target those messages.
My friends could be pretty pleased about that, I'll say. Tim, hey, this has been super helpful. I think hopefully I'll catch a nap later today and maybe sleep a little bit better this coming weekend. My coffee's getting a little bit cold here, but I'm feeling a little bit more confident, my friend.
That's great to hear, David. I'm glad we can help you sleep better at night, knowing that your AI confidence is under control.
Tim, until next time, cheers.
Cheers.